good afternoon, Okapena Mwachoma Bwanji. Welcome to the lunch break right here on LCM TV, of course, where we get to do it the right way. And to start with, my name is Precious Spiri, and I'm joined by
Graves Ishieng, and thank you for joining us today on the lunch break here, where we get to gist, to interact on the things that are trending on social media.
Of course. So right here on Lishima Classic Media, we offer various services from photography to videography. And you can also get in touch with us on the numbers scrolling below. And we've got a number of stories lined up for the lunch break. But before we dive into that, we are going to take a short break.
Governance Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
Hi everyone, my name is Ken WMBO, Ken Dumbo, and you're watching Behind the Stars on LCM. So in every star, that's why I'm behind the stars. Anyway, why me that? Always make sure you watch and subscribe.
Welcome back to the lunch break. And of course, our first story of the day is government has revoked night driving restrictions for public service vehicles under SI number 27 of 2026, effective April 20th, 2026. That was yesterday. What's your take on this one?
This is a very good move coming from the Minister of Transport and Logistics. You know, in this quarter, we have recorded number of accidents that the lunch break that we had. We talked about the number was like was about 9,772. So now, if the way they have come out with this move of revoking the restriction about night driving, you know what, Precious? With this, I think we will reduce the number of accidents. Understand? Because these drivers, they were just lashing maybe time and they like, you know, my driver conquer line and they like time. So 21 hours they are crossing. You are restricted not to move. So where 21, you have to stop the bus. Now they were lashing. At the result, we recorded this kind of this huge number of accidents. You know. So coming in that, bring out this point also is an implementation of the 24 economy, the 24 hours economy, which
exactly,
yes, which the government introduced. So this will fasten the goods and services of the delivery. You understand? Because people from Nakonde, moving from Nakonde, coming here to Lusaka, it takes about, if not, but 2 days, 3 days, you know. So now, if they say they can drive, they can move at night, meaning they will be the process of the duration of service delivery, at least it will be.
It's going to be more effective.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, that's really good. What do you think about this topic? Anyway, we move on to our next story on the list, which is UPND condemns attack of journalists by cadres threatens media blackout, whereas the media, of course, threatens media blackout. Following the assault of journalist Alfonso Kasongo by UPND cadres over the weekend, the Media Owners Association of Zambia, MOAZ, has threatened the ruling party with a media blackout. What's your take on this one? Because, I mean, we've noticed we haven't really had such cases of where a journalist has been assaulted. So what's your take?
This is very bad. You know, we are in the season where we are ahead the forthcoming general elections. And these media personnel, they play a very vital role when it comes to being the voice of the voiceless and also projecting what the government, what the opposition are doing out there. So now this is not good that the cadres, the cadres come to in that way, handling the media personnel, the journalists that way, which is not good. And we have seen that the president he said, once you do things which is out of this, which is against the laws of Zambia, you are on your own. You get so in as much as you are doing things, you have to know which side. Okay, is this thing which I'm doing, is it the correct thing or is it the wrong thing? Because these media personnel, because if you say, okay, my journalist, then what be showing what? Yes,
I mean, I believe that journalists, rather, they act as watchdogs.
Yes.
So
yes.
we all ought to respect them.
Sure.
Exactly. So now, us as citizens attacking these journalists, what message are we trying to send out? So we don't really know exactly what's going on, what actually transpired during this incident. But what's your take on this as we move on to the next story on the line?
Because and it's good that the UPND came out and condemned the act, because the president said, you are on your own. You are
exactly, because it would look as though that they're in it together. They're in support of what's actually happening. But anyway, right about now, we're going to move on to the next story. A Toyota Hessens bus registration number CAF 8575 has been gutted by fire in Kafue town, near the traffic lights. The case of the fire has not yet been established. However, some sources suggest that the fire may have started during welding works near the fuel tank. No official report has yet been issued regarding this incident. What's your take?
Yeah. So when we talk of the fuel, let me start with welding the bus near the fuel tank. It's a rumor. Anyway, it's a rumor, but I think that's where the source of the fire, because sumungambo imagine. So and this I think this is the question to all the drivers or the owners of these buses. No, kulima bus yako yati wakwera uona mwanga ule mchikochi.
It's just shaking. Yes. Exactly.
So
it poses,
they have to take their vehicles to the proper checkups. Maybe take the vehicles kuma service, and those people who are expert in doing things. Not I know for first man maybe that 15 kwacha at at the end you damage the entire property, which is not good. And in fact, not even the proper the gadget, the item, but also the people, the people. And it's good that mwezebeba to bus.
Because imagine in a case where there were people in the bus, like there were people on the bus, it would have actually been far worse. And I feel this is why we have servicing, like Griffiths has mentioned, to say we have servicing, and these are people that are professionals. And these people have been put in charge to service vehicles and make sure that the vehicle works accordingly. So now, if us as citizens, we take it upon ourselves to just do to my fast works because we want to get it done quickly, it's going to pose hazards, or rather risks of us having multiple accidents happening on the road. And this takes me back to a situation that took place some time back where a kid died on the bus because there was a hole in the bus and they couldn't cover that up. I don't know if you remember that story.
No, yes,
but I feel like it's almost the same thing, because now what's really going on?
I think the authorities, they have to come in to be checking buses, because these buses basically ichinasila,
but it's still there
but
on the
it's still,
road.
yes, but it's still there doing business, and so we have to protect the lives of the citizen lives, because at the end basically like this incident now, people will be people wasakankala bus, then something will happen.
Something will happen. From
So-
nowhere, and they won't even know where
Sure.
it came from or how it started. But anyway, we still have a number of stories lined up for you on the lunch break. But before we dive into other stories, let's go for a short break.
Join LCM TV channel, live every Tuesday with court news updates. On Thursday, we go live with environmental updates. Catch us every Saturday as we go live in your community. News on the go with LCM channel. Doing it the right way.
Are you looking for the best aerial cinematography to capture your environment from above in 4K? Well, look no further. At LCM TV, we've got you covered with our professional drone and pilot that will enable you to shoot from unique perspectives. We deliver breathtaking shots with different recording modes such as photos, videos, panorama, time-lapse, and many more. For more info, contact the numbers on your screen. Get the best area shots with LCM TV.
Lishima Classic Media, we can brand your brand. From backdrops to roll-up banners, vinyl and PVC banners, gazebo tents, t-shirt printing, flag banners, business cards. Get branded with Lishima Classic Media today, because here at Lishima Classic Media, we doing it the right way.
Welcome back to the lunch break. Of course, I'm your presenter, Precious Spiri, and I'm with
Graves Sheng, and thank you for staying glued to our lunch break. And we have been saying lunch break is open for sponsorship. If you want to be part of us, just get in touch with our marketing department through the website or the number that will be scrolling on the screen. That number, we can use it via WhatsApp, or you can call us direct, and we'll be happy, we'll be super duper excited to have you on board.
And of course, on Lishima Media, where we get to do it the right way, we offer various services ranging from photography, videography, and of course, live streaming, just to mention a few. And if you would like to access some of these services, like my colleague has mentioned, you can get through to us on those numbers that are scrolling down below. Let's move on to our next story. The Zambia Police Service in Mongu District is investigating the untimely death of Mr. Simulumba Makechi, a 24-year-old resident who is believed to have taken his own life by hanging himself from the roof of his bedroom using a necktie. What's your take on this issue?
No, when we try to dig deeper about this issue, we find to say this person started threatening the members of his family, saying and that's spy and the like. So this is bad. When you face a challenge in life, Precious, you have to find somewhere or someone to at least because okay, there are some cases where I'm to aspire. Petty issues, maybe girlfriend and the like, but we have to at least find a reliable source or a reliable person where we can share with this. Okay, these people, sometimes you can share your story to someone, but once I share maybe my personal story to you, tomorrow I'll hear it somewhere. So that's a threat maybe. So you have to find someone whom you can trust.
You can confide in.
Yes, you can trust that person. You share their story, then they give you my advice and like, because taking your own life is very bad, because suicide according to the Bible is direct hell. That's what the Bible says, direct hell. So we have to sensitize about people. Also the advocates, they have to come in, because this is not good that a youth losing his life in that early age. It's not
exactly, because we're looking at the fact that this person was actually just 24 years of age when they killed themselves. They committed suicide rather, and it's very alarming looking at the fact that we are having so many cases of suicide and the like. It's I wouldn't just say we're going to look at it from the Bible perspective, but even just as a person, as an individual, whatever it is that you're going through, these are things that can that can be resolved through talking. Sometimes things get better as time goes on. It might seem like it's the end of the world when it's actually not. So nkazako wakambako chena bantu.
Sometimes there are situations in life where you think maybe you are the only one in the world, but
exactly, you're facing that challenge and you're alone.
Yeah, the moment you share that story, you find there's someone who has the very big problem compared to the story that you have. Yes. So even the families now, when you talk of the families, when you hear someone maybe after spy, it's better that person at that point counseling and the like, because no nizipaya. And even the devil now start working because that palasta azipaya
kulima organizations yambili actually yanalanganira pa mental health and you know all these other cases. So if you're having such issues, you can always just try to reach out, try to search on social media to find out which organization can I go to maybe seek help if you don't trust the people that are around you. All right, so right about now we're going to move on to our next story on the list, which is husband on the run after brutal axe murder of 19-year-old wife in Sesheki, pardon. This incident actually took place on April 21st, 2026. The Zambia Police Service in Western Province wishes to inform the public of a tragic murder case reported at Sesheki Police Station. What's your take on this issue?
Marriage. I always know what precious. I always talk about marriage and people will be commenting and say, Griffiths, are you married? Like, no, marriage is it's not always that marriage start with will you marry me? Some marriage start like I'm pregnant. Yeah. So in marriage we have to at least know the person. Know the person you are getting married, because marriage is not a committee, or maybe you are signing a contract to someone. I know maybe for 6 months and that will stop. Marriage is for better, for what? For worse. So
exactly.
if you want to go into marriage, know your partner, know the anger and the right. Now coming to the issue of the husband who has murdered this youth, because she's the youth.
She's the youth, exactly.
19. She's the youth. So this husband, this is very bad, and we pray that the government, the authorities, they should find this person and put him to at least, so that the justice should prevail over this our youth who has died. No, this is not good that the husband, you murder your own case. Okay, there's so many.
Okay, there's so many issues that happen within a marriage.
Yes.
And the fact that we're looking at it now, like currently, what's happening? We're seeing a lot of young people getting married at an early age, and sometimes we probably feel, especially as ladies, we feel the pressure. We feel like we're being pressured to say, okay, we should marry early, because there's a saying that women have got a biological clock. So we probably want to run on that. But then we dive into marriage without even knowing exactly how to tackle the issues that are just within the marriage. So that becomes a problem. We are young, quite all right. Yes, we can marry young. There's no problem with that. There's no law in Zambia that actually prohibits that. But then we need to also look into the aspect of us as youths. How are our parents, the people that have been in marriages before us, how are they handling certain situations? Of course, what works for me cannot work for you.
Yes, yes.
So we don't know exactly what transpired during this period for this man to actually reach to the extent of murdering his own wife. We don't know. But as young individuals, I think I would urge every single young men and women to just take an interest, you know, in knowing more about marriage and just learning how to tackle certain situations when they come, rather than you having to slaughter your own your own significant other.
Yeah,
all right.
so which is not good. So we are just praying that the police should come and at least Mugwiro, because the police of late have been doing a very good job in terms of hunting this kind of criminals. So they should catch this person and put him to book, and also justice
should prevail.
Yes, and we have mentioned to say no, we don't have a law that prohibits us to get married, but is it not 21 years and above? Anyway.
I was also thinking the same thing at this point.
It's 21.
I'm like, isn't it 21?
So
or like 20, 21?
Because 19 is early marriage.
Because we're looking at this is the person who's 19 years old.
Yes, so it's 21 years and above. So if you are 21, you are free to get married. Not in 16, 17, I know.
16, 17,
yeah,
yes,
no,
that one, of course,
clock.
it is prohibited, honestly speaking.
Yes.
But starting from the 20, 21, especially going this side, I think
yes.
that should be the right age.
Yes.
All right. So we move on to our next story. 3 men of Katete District, Eastern Province, have raped a 21-year-old woman after one of them failed in an earlier attempt to drag her into a nearby bush as she returned home from a grinding mill. What's your take on this issue? We've been seeing a lot of rape cases.
Yes, we've been recording a number. If we try to do if we try to count the cases that we have recorded, maybe for this first quarter of this year, we find to say the number is very huge, and it's very sad that we have seen. And normally, who are in this case are the youths. Youths are the one participating in this act, which is not good. No, rape. We saw the announcement from the government to say these rape, defilement, and incidents, they are non-bailable. Yes, non-bailable. So this is not good that the three now you group up. Mwendo raping amuntu wenzo choka kuchigayo, which is not good. So we pray that these people should be and just a caution to the members of the public. No, there are certain things that we have to avoid, because not charity mwambo lepingana doing one or two things there. The apapetiendera lamulo petiendera apa yakosa, so that no zama bazani mangarero zachoka zakara paranga zakataba. Once you are being caught wakugwira che precious, just know that so we have to be careful in things that we do.
I feel even as law enforcement, we need to be strict about these regulations and laws that have been put in place, because we can say the government has actually put the law to say these cases are non-bailable. But sometimes we find situations where the police themselves, you find maybe they just say, oh, okay, offer us this amount of money and then we're going to bail out this person. Or maybe give us a person whom, we can hold accountable if this person happens to flee. But then we want to see justice prevail, especially in a case where things are very obvious. I think it's important that we see justice prevail to say, okay, this person is guilty and
you know what, Precious, one of the important things that I considered, or that, okay, my take on the introduction of non-bearable things, because once we see these people, like these three, let me use these three as an example. If these three, then tomorrow we see them loitering around the community. people will be like, so wanachoka.
Yeah, wanachoka. And you
It will
see,
be-
this is where now we find situations where citizens take it upon themselves.
Yes,
You
yeah.
get it, to now deal with this person
Then,
instead
again,
of letting
then we'll
law
be now-
enforcement to
we'll be
handle
saying,
the issue.
Mob justice and the like. So, again, it will bring, it's also for the person who reported you. Kai wakakuchosa, he was like, okay, nendo mmenya ujalashitane, or I'm going to kill that person who reported us, which is it will bring threat to those eyewitnesses and those people who reported. So this thing, I think, is a very good thing. The introduction of non-bearable cases like defilement and rape, because wakabwera street.
Vazabweze kama
Yes,
futhi
food vazabweze
vameneja.
again, and it will be a threat to the community.
Very true. No, we really want to see justice prevail for this young lady who was raped. We move on to our next story. Solwezi man wins 1.3 million kwacha. That's through betting, by the way. Betting.
Yeah.
Okay, so so this young man won 1.3 million kwacha through Castle Bet. This is big. I mean, I don't know what I would do with that 1.3, but what's your take?
This is big, but betting, when we put betting, just betting on the beam balance, it has my side effect and like no. So let me start with the bad, or let me start with the good part of betting. 1.3 million is a good part.
That's a good part.
Yes,
honestly speaking.
Yes, but when the table turns, we find to say the person maybe, according to him, he said, I only placed 10,000, then I won 1.3 million. Now in a case where that 10,000, you very betting maybe wapanga ticket, then maybe you have 10 prayer or 9 team,
games
10 games that are playing. Then one game we are loser, meaning the entire
10,000 is just gone.
This is now we find that Mambosipaya and like so betting is a game of luck. Maybe na lucky na Niger. If you have been to grade 7, there's a subject that is it special paper 2? Which one comes next? So you have to be creative. You have to be creative and the like. Yes. So betting is not good, Precious. To me, okay, to me, betting is not good because we have seen. This is my own take. This is my own take. Betting is not good. Why? Because we have seen people killing themselves.
Over certain situations.
Yes. Students wakupasa school fees.
I'll get a return.
Yes. Then at the end, no, where am I going to get this man? No, what happened? No, and betting and the like. But to this young man, I can call him young man. To this young man,
he is a young man. Truth be told, he's a young man.
Yes, to this young man, he had lucky that he won 1.3 million. When he and I fuck up 10,000.
10,000 kwacha. That's a huge amount of money, honestly speaking. It's quite big. Honestly, it's quite big. I feel like betting has its own pros and cons. And to this young man, it was a good thing. Honestly speaking, it was a good thing. But there are certain people that can't. There are certain people that can't handle the pressure that comes with you losing. You get it. So our mental health is actually not very stable to that limit.
But again, I think for security reasons, I was thinking maybe this person, not know announcement TV, because the security. But
for security reasons, exactly. Because I'll be here and I'm like, okay, for security purposes.
for security purposes.
Yes, I came with my colleague Griff for security purposes.
What's your problem?
All right. So right about now, we're going to take a break and dive into our remaining stories. Stay glued.
Governance Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
Lishima Classic Media, we can brand your brand. From backdrops to roll-up banners, vinyl and PVC banners, gazebo tents, t-shirt printing, flag banners, business cards. Get branded with Lishima Classic Media today, because here at Lishima Classic Media, we're doing it the right way.
Welcome back to the lunch break. Right about now, we're going to move on to our international stories. So today's international story is it goes like this. So 2 million people have lost their jobs because of the war. Iran's deputy work and social security minister says. What's your take? Because this war has been ongoing for quite some time.
Yes, no. What war does a lot of things when it comes to economic growth, when it comes to infrastructure, demolishing and like. No, there's a say where at Kapankondo ya Bwera Mzambia, you can even forget your own child wagwiragalu. Watengagalu, mlakambira hapo akote. Watengagalu, whatever. So this is not good that these. In fact, it's not that the people in Iran, they are the ones affected.
Being affected
alone. Yes, being affected alone, because even the entire continent of Africa were affected because of the Strait of Hormuz. So the war, what it does, how can you sell when people are learning? How can you sell? Kuchoka bomu kuiwatantika tomato.
Watantika tu tomato but don't bulisa kwa tumbua or to tomato.
So a lot of people have lost jobs. Why? Because they are learning for their lives, which is not good.
True.
Yes, so which is not good. So what we pray that these, I think the misunderstanding which is there, they should resolve their issue faster than they can, because people are now living in fear, and also they are losing their job like 2 million. Is it 1 million? People,
that's a large number.
Yes,
it's a large number. To some countries, it's even a population of the certain country. Truth be told. Honestly speaking, war has its own negative effects. As a matter of fact, war just has a lot of negative effects. Sure. I don't think it has anything positive at the end of the day, because we're looking at the people that are being affected within that particular country. But then let's look at the people that are also being affected outside that country, because we're seeing fuel prices going up. We're seeing the economy of surrounding countries and every other country being affected because of what's currently going on. And honestly speaking, having to hear that a large number of people actually lost their jobs due to the war that's going on, it's not really a good thing. I don't think it's benefiting the nation. As a matter of fact, it's not benefiting the nation.
It's not. It's not. Because my point is, how can you sell, or how can you be in the office when you know that anytime soon bomb is added? Because
even me, I don't think I would be here at this point. I would probably be in hiding, trying to look for a place where I can, safeguard my own life. This is really sad. We move on to our entertainment stories. So currently there is some posts going around. As we all know, Patience Ozukwa, if I'm not mistaken, also known as Mama G, is in Zambia currently. And there's a cast reveal that has just taken place. So this film is in partnership with David Kazadi, that's Kazadi Films, and another media production.
Yes.
So these people are actually going to bring us an amazing. Hopefully,
so,
it's going to be an amazing film, because it has honestly given people
the vibes and
exactly.
we can't wait.
So the film is actually titled Family Affair. What do you what's your take on this issue, honestly? Because I'm just filled with so much enthusiasm about it.
You know, I think when we take the character of Mama G, I think the family affairs. Okay, I haven't seen the film, but you know how Mama G act. Maybe it's a family affair. You get. So this is and this is good that we have an international actor from Nigeria coming in Zambia. We are heading somewhere as the movie industry in our country, because once we okay in Kamichati, this is good because this movie, it will have my viewers because we are running to see
exactly.
Yes.
We all want to watch. I don't think it's only going to be people from Zambia who want to watch this film. I don't think it's going to be people from Nigeria who are going to watch, but every other person who's actually watched Madam Patience Ozuko in other films, because we all know her to be this mean, evil person. But then we don't know what character she's going to portray in Family Affairs. I'm honestly excited about this, and this film is still in production. Actually, it started its production just currently. And we've got so many other actors as well from within Zambia lined up to feature in this same film. Some actors who are known in Mpali, if you are familiar with Mpali,
Yes,
of course.
Mpali,
And of course, Zuba as well. We have so many actors that are just within that production, and we are all looking forward to see that.
And one thing that I can say, you know, we have to support the movie industry, because this film industry or movie industry, for the Nigerians to reach at that level, they started within themselves.
Exactly.
Yes. So we, as the country, we have to unite to support these people who are coming up with these initiatives of educative. Sometimes it can be as a comedy way, but in it, maybe how to live with a family, because we are talking about family affair. They are teaching you how to live with family affair. You understand?
We right now we just know the title says Family Affair. And then we just have this thought to say, okay, how is it going to be? What is going to happen?
But me, I think I've foreseen
you
what
probably have a vision.
I have a vision looking at how Mama G acting. So maybe in that line. Yes, the movie is in that line.
Yeah, so this is honestly big for the film industry in Zambia, because we currently the movie industry in Zambia has been doing well.
Yes.
If we look at it from the past years, it wasn't really good. But we're looking at it now while we're having international features, which is a very good thing.
Meaning what we are doing currently is we can even attract. Meaning they are putting more effort in movie industry. They are putting more creative. There are people who are coming up with good stories, good content to people who are outside the country. They are interested. If it's not the first time that Mama G is visiting the country.
It's not the first time. I think last time she came, she just had, that was just a visit that she had.
Yes.
But she did have an interaction with the Mpali cast. I remember they took some pictures of the Mpali cast.
Yes.
And then now we're even seeing her having to feature in this movie that's currently in production, and seeing other actors from Mpali and Zua, and some other actors as well that we might not necessarily know as much, but they're also going to feature in that same production.
Sure.
Hopefully this is going to be one amazing film, and we're all looking forward to it. And it's definitely going to bring a lot of good press to the film industry in Zambia, and we just pray that it continues growing to that extent. Our next story, moving on to our next story, Subilanji Katalima releases his second thrilling short film titled Still. This film is actually streaming on his YouTube channel. But before we dive into this discussion, we're just going to go for a short break, because we're going to be joined by someone who's going to give us a little bit of insight on the movie itself. Stay tuned.
At LCM Channel, we have great programs for all age group. 80% local content. LCM TV. Doing it the right way.
Hi everyone, my name is Ken with the WUMBO Ken Dumbo, and you're watching Behind the Stars on LCM. So in every star, that's why I'm behind the stars. Anyway, why me that? Always make sure you watch and subscribe.
Lishima Classic Media, we can brand your brand. From backdrops to roll-up banners, vinyl and PVC banners, gazebo tents, t-shirt printing, flag banners, business cards. Get branded with Lishima Classic Media today, because here at Lishima Classic Media, we're doing it the right way.
Welcome back. So right now I'm actually being joined by Nadius, one of the cast members of the movie, the short movie actually, that's currently streaming on YouTube. Nadius, welcome.
Thank you so much, Precious. It's
Sure.
a pleasure to be here.
Sure. Okay, so we are seeing this film that's currently trending, that we're streaming, and honestly speaking, I think I've just watched a clip, just a glimpse of it.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us more about this film.
Well, so this short film, it's a reality check.
Okay.
It's not fictional. It's something that has to do with real life. So in short, the synopsis is quite short. The summary, it talks about a teenage girl who has got epilepsy.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the society nowadays, we do have actually people talk about, you know, epilepsy, educating the society, the community. Yeah, but they're not like much.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, yeah, we need to, we sort of, Mr. Subilanji Kitalima, thanks to him, who gave me an opportunity to showcase what I can do on his project. He sort of thought about, you know, educating the community about epilepsy. So it talks about a teenage girl who went for a sleepover at her boyfriend's place, and unfortunately she had a seizure there, more like epilepsy. And, you know, sort of kind of the tension between the two, you know. Yeah, so it talks about epilepsy, just sensitizing the community about epilepsy, yeah, and it's good.
All right. Okay, that's really good. So, what has been your experience working on this project with your producer, of course?
All right, so it's being that role that really challenged me, because I've done other roles quite similar to this one, to Stacy, because that's a character. I'm Nadia's now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so to Stacy, and it was quite challenging. You know, I had to put myself in the shoes, because acting is all about becoming another person, being in the shoes of another person. And the experience was quite okay. Not even okay. It was great. The crew was amazing. You know, everybody was just amazing, welcoming. I felt warmth. I felt their warmth, and it was really, really good. I loved, you know, every inch of this character, and I love to teach through my talent and just educate the society.
Okay, that's really good, honestly, because I mean, we are looking at the film industry where we are just seeing people creating content, but not necessarily giving us exactly something to talk about. Exactly. But then, what is one thing you're looking forward, or the reaction that you are probably expecting from majority of the people that are going to stream this film Well,
About that one, I promise I'll definitely love this short film because it's something that is unique. We have seen a lot of great other short films in Zambia produced by these talented imaging filmmakers. Why I'm saying it's kind of unique because we sort of dived, you know, in another area. We wanted to showcase something different. Not really that we stand out to be the best, you know, than the rest. No, we're just in the same league, but we tried to just
do something unique.
You just do something unique. And I believe people who have experienced, you know, or stay or will live with people who have got epilepsy, they would relate to this movie and they would love it. And if there are those people who live with people who have epilepsy and they do not show care and what so forth, I feel like they'll start appreciating life once they see this movie because it's a movie that is relatable. Yeah.
Okay, I'm honestly looking forward to watching this.
You should definitely pay
to finishing it actually. But before we dive, because right now we actually have some footage that we want to share with the audience. Yeah, don't be scared. Don't worry. I know it's good. All right, so we have some footage that we want to share with the audience. But before we do that, what are your closing remarks?
All right, so I would like to appreciate and thank you, give my thanks, to Mr. Subilanji Kitalima, who gave me the opportunity to showcase what I can do, and the cast as well. You know, the cast, my fellow cast colleague or my co-star, Destiny Lawrence. We did, you know, bring the energy needed to this production. You know, it was an amazing experience working with him because it was my first time working with Destiny Lawrence, and it was great. And to the crew members, the sound guys, the gaffers, they were really good. I just want to thank them all. Thank you so much, guys. We keep on learning every day, and I pray that we win very soon. And we have started winning. Thank you so much. And for those of you who support me, you know, the film industry is quite, you know, it's growing now. Everybody has got people who they support. And to those who support me, my friends, shout out to Emmanuel Chisomo Piri, my mom, my brothers, my sisters, my family, in short, and Yando, Eric, Jay. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Nadia, for joining us. Stay tuned as we show you this beautiful clip.
Well, I think this is not the right place for us to get cozy.
What do you mean?
Okay, why don't you eat your food first?
I want to eat you. It's my phone. Ben. Let me search on somebody. Let me search on how you... Oh my God. How do you search for... How you kill somebody? Oh, she's dead.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that lovely short clip. All right, so right about now we go to our final stories. That's sports stories. Sports. It's how much you're so excited about this. But okay, so our story is of a Zambia under-17 take on Rwanda in the FIFA Under-17 Women's Cup qualifier today, April 22nd at Levi Mwanawasa Stadium at exactly 15 hours. What's your take about this?
You know what, Precious? These we call them at the Copper Princess. Is it Copper Princess?
The Copper Princess. No, Copper Queens.
No. This is under.
Oh, the Copper Princess. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So these they have been performing very well of late. Like the game that they had. They did well. No, so we need to support them, especially at Abana Kopala. Let's go and say, let's buy our tickets. Let's buy the tickets. Is it 20 kwacha? Yes, 20 kwacha. Let's buy our tickets and go and support this because if you are doing something, then you are lacking support. There's the way you do things.
It's very hard for you to stay motivated.
Yes, so we need to go and support, and also, if you are watching these ladies, these are the future Copper Queens that we have.
Because currently we're looking at football because if we talk of the male side of soccer when it comes to the teams, we find people having issues of saying, oh no, they're not doing well and whatnot and the like. But I feel this is a time where as Zambians, we just need to hold hands and try to figure out proper strategies on how, it might not necessarily us putting in muscle or just telling them to do this, do that, but just having that support. Like you've said, it's very hard for someone to stay motivated if you're not giving them that energy to be motivated. So this match is actually going to be taking place today around 15 hours. So make sure you actually go to Levi Mwanawasa Stadium, if I'm not mistaken, and enjoy the match. Just support the team. Loka is laka. That's just how it is. All right, so right about now, we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to be joined by one of my other colleagues where we're going to talk about the LCM TV app. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for the best aerial cinematography to capture your environment from above in 4K? Well, look no further. At LCM TV, we've got you covered with our professional drone and pilot that will enable you to shoot from unique perspectives. We deliver breathtaking shots with different recording modes such as photos, videos, panorama, time-lapse, and many more. For more info, contact the numbers on your screen. Get the best area shots with LCM TV.
Governor Space every Thursday at 21 hours on LCM TV. We bring your leaders to account and explain things that they will do for you. Catch the discussion 21 hours on LCM TV. LCM TV, doing it the right way.
Welcome back. So right about now, I'm actually being joined by one of my colleagues who's going to be talking about the LCM TV app, which just developed. And he's also going to give us a little bit of text here and there on the website and services that you can actually find there. I'm going to allow him to quickly introduce himself as we dive into that.
Thank you very much. So my name is Stinga Davis, IT specialist. So we have a number of services actually that we do offer, but we have also the thing that we have just done, like websites and also LCM TV app.
Okay, that's really good. So tell us a little bit more about the LCM app. What's there and why should people actually download this app and have it on their phones?
Okay, so the purpose of us having that app is very simple. First of all, we need you can actually able to watch different movies. You can also watch any program that's being televised on our end here. So you can you can do a lot of stuff within that app. You can also chat with your friends and so on. Yeah.
All right, that's really good. Can you just tell us a little bit more about the website itself, LCM, the LCM website, and the services that are there, and how we can actually access them?
All right. So for the website, for those who have got smartphones, they can actually access using. They can just search on Google www.lishimaClassicMedia.com. Then once they open that website, they will find a lot of things that are there. We have the services. Also, they can able to chat with our marketing team online. Also, some of the services that are being offered there, we have TV production. We have also large formatting and other services.
All right, okay, that's really good. So there you have it, everyone. If you would like to download this app, you can go ahead and download it on Google Play Store. It's there, isn't that so? Exactly. So you can just find the app right over there, or visit our website, as my colleague has just earlier mentioned, and find those services and get in touch with us so that we can offer you those services. That marks the end of the lunch break today, right here on LCM TV, where we get to do it the right way. And I've been your presenter, Precious Spiri, and I was, of course, joined by my other colleague, Griffs. Good afternoon.